Other people interpret me and my body through their way of functioning, and then this is me and not them. And that is so fucking discriminating when I understand how big the difference between me and them really is. Like, I have to talk about how much time of my life I have spent being a psychopath. And that is like the smallest little amount, while they are a psychopath all the fucking time. I was never a psychopath for these 5 seconds during my lifetime because I wanted to hurt anyone, and then this is private. It is none of your fucking business. It should never be necessary for me to describe. That is so fucking correct. You are a psychopath all the fucking time, and you are being a psychopath trying to extinguish the fucking earth, and then I have to talk about these 5 seconds during my life where I did not try to hurt anybody. While you have not even mentioned it with one word that you are a psychopath, even though you are trying to extinguish the earth while doing that. Everything I do is put into a good-hearted perspective. Everything you do is put into a devil perspective. That is why you are trying to hurt other people while being a psychopath. And what to me is self-destruction is a dream to you. For instance, I am whispering self-destructing things. But you present this as my dreams while pretending that it is not fucking connected to your own personality at the same time. And those thoughts are not actually my thoughts, and I am only using those thoughts to destruct myself. I am using you and your thoughts to destruct myself. And if you would not be present on this planet, these thoughts would not be present in my brain. These thoughts are not present because I function that way. These thoughts are present with this one and only mission, and that is to destruct myself. Therefore, I have to use you and your thoughts in order to destruct myself, because my own thoughts are not disturbing to myself. I am self-destructive because you want me to destruct myself, and that is actually a very functional quality in a functional world. I want to do what you want me to do. But unfortunately, that is to destruct myself. Therefore, I have to use you and your thoughts in order to destruct myself, because my own thoughts are not disturbing to myself. And the reason why you are not stopped by the disturbing fact that these are disturbing thoughts and it is disturbing to say out loud is because that is you and your thoughts. This should be too disturbing to say out loud, no matter if other people know about it or not. And yes, I have said that other people are psychopaths, and I have said that other people are pedophiles. But before this, I had been tortured a hell of a lot. And before this, I had gained a lot of knowledge. And I know exactly what I am talking about when I am saying what I am saying. And I know the consequences of not being honest. And I know exactly when to do it. And saying that other people are psychopaths or pedophiles when you do not have enough knowledge, that is not being honest, because then you do not know what the fuck you are talking about. But if you do not know exactly how to use those words, and if you do not know exactly what you are talking about when you have the right intentions, you are not going to get anywhere, and those words are useless, because that is their brain, and they know this a hell of a lot better than me. They know this a hell of a lot better than me, because that is their brain, and they are going to use my uncertainty to the best of their ability, since I am not inside of their brain, and I am not looking directly at those thoughts. Like, does it sound like I am looking at this from their point of view? Really? You think that these thoughts is normal to have inside of the head when looking at the world from their point of view? Yeah. Like, I have felt that uncertainty, and I know how fucking difficult it is to use those words if that is not your personality. And I had to become 100% sure before I used any of those words. But the thing is this, it has no purpose to say that a pedophile is pedophile or a psychopath is a psychopath, because they do not fucking care. They know who they are and they are comfortable with being who they are. So the fact that someone is hurt by your comment is because that is not their personality. There is nothing wrong with how I function, and children and adults which function like me should know that. And I have told you how I function very, very many times, but you refuse to listen because you want to hurt me as much as fucking possible. But this is my body, this is my choice, because I have never done anything to hurt anybody. And then I decide what kind of information I want to share with other people. But I am constantly forced to tell about me and my body and things which is private, because you do not respect that my body is my choice, and you are presenting things which is not fucking connected to the fucking reality, and based on your way of functioning. You are saying that you are trying to make something more socially acceptable, but then you are presenting it on behalf of me or while pretending to be me. It is never while being yourself. You are presenting me and my body through your dysfunctional way of functioning to the public without my consent. And then you're saying that you're trying to make something more socially acceptable. You are humiliating me in front of everyone. This is not the description of someone which is trying to make something more socially acceptable. This is the description of someone which is trying to hurt someone who do not deserve it as much as fucking possible. You do not have a heart, so that can never be your reason. I always have a heart, so that is always my reason. So how do we make something more socially acceptable? By not talking about it, by treating it as something normal, and by not making it into the social issue, which it does not need to be in the first place. And you know damn fucking well that your reason for doing what you're doing is that you want to hurt me as much as fucking possible. So I do not need to explain this to you. This is my body, this is my choice, and I decide what happens to me and my body. I decide which information I want and do not want to share. And if you do not respect that, you have nothing to do here on this planet. And they do not respect that my body is my choice, because constantly I have to explain things which is so private and none of your fucking business, because they made another story about me and how I function which is not fucking connected to the fucking reality. There is no need to make my private life more socially acceptable, because it is private, for God's fucking sake, and it is none of your fucking business. And I am so fucking abused by you misinterpreting me and my way of functioning. There is a reason why you have never tried to humiliate yourself. And there is a reason why you always are pretending to be me or talking on the behalf of me while saying or doing something humiliating. That is because you are evil and not because you are trying to make something more socially acceptable. So just stop. Stop saying that someone should try to make something more socially acceptable. Because you know damn fucking well that the reason for why you are saying this is that you have a desire to hurt certain people as much as fucking possible, and people which does not deserve it. You do not have a heart, and you are never going to have a heart, and that is just not how you function. And that is why it hurts so fucking hard for me when you are trying to make something more socially acceptable. Because it is evilness. Your intention is to hurt me as much as fucking possible. What doesn't kill you mutates and tries again. Listen to that. That is a song made by them about them. That is a song made popular by them because they like their own evil way of functioning. What doesn't love me downgrades and become my friend. I am forced to love them even though I am not created to do so because they are below my sensitivity level. Who is going to hurt me if I'm already dead? They have already done the most criminal thing which they can do, so why not continue? Because their punishment cannot be any greater.